What's up and welcome to the Sticky Art channel. So in this video, I'm going to be showing off the top art supplies that I use on my videos. A lot of people ask what art supplies I'm using and mediums, so I'm going to go over them all in this video. I'll also be going over some really great deals that are going on for the holidays. A lot of stuff going on with Black Friday, or the day after Thanksgiving in the United States. And a lot of these deals you can get right now online, so I will be constantly updating the best deals that I can find in the video description below. Most of them will be links to Amazon. If you do buy it through the link, it's also really cool because the affiliate system actually will give the channel a little bit of funding for each purchase. So if you're going to buy it anyways and you buy it through that link, it is greatly appreciated and it helps support the channel. First medium I want to talk about is going to be alcohol-based markers. So the ones I've been using a lot of is going to be Bihanyos. They are the most economical. I found you can get the most of them for the least expensive. Next up is going to be Ohuhus, which I just got in those, as well as some Copics. Ohuhus are going to have a little bit smaller marker size, a little bit easier for smaller hands. Very similar to the Copic markers design. And then the Copics actually have, instead of having a bullet nib like the Bihanyo and the Ohuhu on one side, they have a brush nib, which is really nice. So these markers are really cool, alcohol based. They are pick up from the actual paper, especially if you buy marker paper that is specifically for the markers. Gives you a really cool effect. It almost looks like you're working in digital, and it is really quick to work with, and it just gives a lot of bright colors and also some blending that you can get. And you can also layer colors and get some really cool effects. Great for anime, cartoons, and just drafting really quick images that have great color. Next up is going to be oven baked clay. I really recommend Sculpey brand. I use it on all of my oven baked stuff and I've had no cracks yet so far. They come in a bunch of different packs. You can get a bunch of different pre-made colors ready to go. And as you can see, you can make a lot of really cool smaller items. The next item on my list of supplies that I love are going to be the Cotman Winsor & Newton watercolor set. So this one is what they consider a tube set. And I have a whole video on watercolors. They're a little bit more complex and a little bit more to get into. This is another medium where you need specific paper to work with. Typically, the thicker the watercolor paper, the better, and the more ability you have to lay a little bit more water down and let the water kind of do the painting for you, which leads to some really cool results. This is a portrait I did. I have a full time lapse of this in another video as well. As you can see, a lot of the watercolor goes down really easy. Gives some really nice quick effects for skin and shading. And what I really like about the Winsor & Newton brand is that there's a really high pigment load. Some people do complain that it is not transparent. However, I found with good watercolor paper, and if you do mix your colors with the water enough, you get some really nice transparent results. And I also got to play around with them. They're a really fun medium to play around with. In this watercolor, I also let everything dry, and I came back in with a Pigma Micron fine liner. Pigma is probably my favorite brand of fine liner. I also like their graphic pens. And I came back in the background with watercolor. One of my all-time favorite mediums is going to be Prismacolor Premier colored pencils. You can see a lot of my videos, I use them, and I really like them because of the vibrant colors that you can get, as well as the high color load. And since they are wax based, they blend very well and you can get some really smooth colors. This is the 72 pack, which comes with pretty much all the colors you would need for pretty much any project. And if you're just getting into it, is more color than you probably need, but it is really nice to have them all. Got a lot of skin tones, neutral grays, cold grays, warm grays. And then you've got pretty much every other color, from reds, blues, greens, browns, as well as some black and white, and then a specialty silver and gold metallic Prismacolor pencils. So there are some packs online that come with a sharpener as well as the Prismacolor eraser, which is a really nice set. Other than the 72 pack, the one that I really suggest as far as the set that comes is the 36 pack. This one you can get a lot of times for under $20. And it's got all of your colors that you need, skin tones, as well as bright colors, and your gold and silver. Here you can see me blending a red with a white blender pencil. And you can blend the colors with different colors as well. Here I'm using a yellow, you can see that kind of blue as well. And lastly, I just wanted to show off the silver and the gold. So both the silver and gold are a metallic Prismacolor. The other thing to keep in mind is you can actually go over that with another color. And there are a lot of things that you can kind of explore with. You can also do gold over the silver, which does a completely different effect than what typical gold will do. But these are a wax-based pencil, very soft, so it is very important to have a good sharpener. It is metal and is not dull or old. If you do have an older one, it will have more of a tendency to break the actual wax filling. A few things I like about the official Prismacolor sharpener is that it has a pretty big canister to hold the shavings, as well as two different holes to give you a shorter tip and a longer tip for the Prismacolors. And it's really nice for getting a really clean tip for getting those details. So the last item in this 3-pack value pack is going to be the black Prismacolor eraser. The last item that came in this 3-pack starter set that really surprised me was a Prismacolor Scolor black eraser. So prior to me using this, I had no idea that Prismacolor Premier pencils could be erased due to the fact that they're wax-based. But this eraser is kind of special. The fact that it's really soft, doesn't destroy the paper, and it picks up a lot of the wax. Unfortunately, it doesn't pick up all of the color or pigment. However, it does get off enough wax that you can go over with another color. One thing that's really great about these pencils is that they are very versatile. They work great for anything from realism all the way to cartoons and anime where you want really smooth colors, making them one of my top favorites. That pretty much wraps up my favorite list of mediums that I've been using in 2019. Thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments what you think. If you have some other mediums that you really like, or if you have any other questions. Anyways, until next time, peace.
I don't even know who you are. It's my destiny to tip the cosmic scales to balance. I know what I must do. I will
Smash that bell!